Hey folks, welcome back to the shop. Well, with everything going on around in the world, it's actually given me some time since I'm at home a little bit more to get some stuff done out here. Been doing kind of a spring cleanup and whatnot. Still got a ways to go, but here I'll show you one of the things. Finally got my CNC table out here, ready to go. This isn't necessarily going to be the place it's going to live permanently because of the dust and everything, but for now it's out here. I had to move one of these metal rack shelves out of here to make room for it, but I can't do anything with this yet because I need to get some bits for this router and I need to cut some new conduits there. Hey, it's kind of funny, the viewfinder makes this look blue but it's actually purple, but I got to cut some new feet here just out of the conduit to raise this up a little bit to get me a little more clearance on that. And the Beetle's still in here, waiting to get work done on it once it warms up. So I got more cleanup to do in this corner, but we're getting there. Got lots of cleanup to do here. I had this cleaned up, but I'm working on a project for a cousin. RC bench is kind of cluttered, but the usual. But what I'm actually videoing here is, I figured I'd do another quick video. Well, maybe quick, maybe not. I started messing around with this engine some more, like you saw in the last video. Found this old fuel tank from a Briggs, and I drilled a hole, put a fitting in there, and some Tygon tubing, and hooked it up. No leaking, there's some fuel in there, but I figured I don't know why I wasn't videoing doing that, forgot all about the video camera, but let's see now that it's kind of rigged up if it's going to keep running. So let me get you up on the tripod and we'll see where we get. Okay, as I said, I got this old tank, it's metal, off of an old Briggs & Stratton engine, plastic carburetor that went in here. I just cut a piece of aluminum for a block off plate, drilled a hole in the side and threaded in and sealed up this fitting. It's for RC car stuff, and have it kind of hooked to here. No fuel leaking, but I would suspect because this is higher there's not enough pressure, but I'm going to see if she'll start. Let's get some of this. Uh-oh, I'm gonna have to go get some more of this fuel, I think. Well, there might be, and we'll throw some in here, hook up the rope, and give her a few tugs. Grabbed a fresh can from my stash, so we'll throw some of this in there. Don't want to use too much, don't want to waste it. Need enough to get some fuel going in there. That should be good. Now I'm wondering, though it might make her smoke like a chimney, if I should throw some of this seafoam. Yeah, the verdict's out whether this stuff actually works. Might help clean some of the carbon off of the valves. I have a bit, so I'm not going to put too much in. That should be plenty. Now we'll get this kind of clamped to the bench. I can see fuel down there. Now, and I did some research as well. This is, like I stated kind of in the text in the last video, this is choke, and throttle is indeed ran by this flap, or you could probably just run it manually like that as well. Alright, make sure you're still in frame. That should be good. I did pull a proper pulley off of the other engine that's meant for a rope. Makes it a little bit easier. It'll make it a little bit easier to give it a pull start. Get her clamped down good just in case. There. Now, one thing is I can't run it for too long if it does start, because there should be a shroud around here that directs the airflow across the fins. So if you leave it running too long without that, it's just going to overheat. And we don't want that. The other engine has a shroud, so I'm going to have to maybe make one using that other engine as a template, assuming that the other engine is actually okay. If it's not okay, I'll just use the shroud on this one. Okay, let's see. Make sure I'm hooking it the right way. Gotta pull it from the bottom. Can't remember. It's been like a week since I worked on it. Got some safety glasses on. Gonna throw some gloves on as well, just to keep my hands from getting chewed up. So let's see if she'll go. Wouldn't that be something if it fired up on the first try? I doubt it, but let's see. Ouch. That snagged on me. I don't know if it's because it fired and I didn't pull it hard enough. I won't put as many wraps on. Maybe just one wrap like that. Tool out of the way. Ready? That wasn't enough. Maybe I should put this choke. I think there's supposed to be like a rod or something along here to activate the choke. It's a little like knob on the top. A rod or a cable or something like that. Let's try her again. Oh boy, I'm going to pull her right off the bench. Let me get another clamp here, hold on. Okay, got a second clamp on here. And I think what I'm going to do is put a little loop on this rope so I don't have to wrap my hands around it. Make it a little easier to maybe pull. Okay. I can smell fuel. That choke doesn't stay on. So I gotta check it every time I pull. Be better off if I pulled up instead of out. It's alive! Well, wouldn't you know it? It runs. Oh, that's stinky. Now, like I said, I need to put a shroud on here, but before I do that, I'll have to see if that other engine's going to run as well. I'll have to take this off, plug that somehow, or dump, well, I don't want to dump that fuel back in, but I'll use this fuel tank for the other one as well. And then we'll see where we get, but that's pretty cool. These aren't fast running engines. I think they're only 1800 RPM, so they wouldn't be of any use for a go-kart because they just spin too slow, but I don't know what I'll use it for. Maybe a water pump or who knows what, but I think it's just kind of cool that this old girl still runs good. Seems like it runs good. So anyhow, until next time, stay safe, and I'll talk to you later.